Right. Hello, everyone. Everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Bringing you greetings from Changing Lanes Intervention Human Services regarding our drug abuse treatment and education program, and this is the orientation for today. A quote that we definitely hold near and dear is recovery is not a race. You don't have to feel guilty if it takes you longer than you thought it would be. We offer behavioral health care. We provide a range of services that range from psychological evaluations, therapy, substance abuse, mental health, and applied behavior analysis. We also offer training and continuing education when it comes in the profession. All right, our objective as far as our overview is to support recovery from substance abuse, provide education on addiction and health, empower individuals for long-term change. And our target populations are teens, adults, community members, partner organizations, and referral companies. Right? Why this program matters. The impact of drug abuse on individuals and families and communities, the importance of early intervention, education, and treatment. And this are brief statistics. Over 35 million people worldwide suffer from drug use disorders. Some components regarding the program, we do have orientation, we have assessments and intake. We do offer individual and group counseling as well as family, educational sessions, skills training, relapse prevention, family support, and community reintegration. As far as the aftercare, we do assist with transitional planning, ongoing counseling and community support, job readiness and education support, and peer recovery networks. A daily schedule and a weekly structure typically is from Monday through Friday. And we'll go in a little bit more detail as far as how the hours are kind of assessed when it comes to those that we service for drug treatment. But there will be group sessions, one-on-one therapy, some physical activities, educational blockage, as well as some group meetings as well. Just kind of overview regarding our quality improvement activities. So basically, when it comes to our QA or QI, as some may know it of, we do our best and strive to address any problems that we may see or clients may see, and we just try and nip it in bud by creating a action plan to resolve those issues. So that's why it's important to hold meetings, also surveys, not just for the clients, but the staff as well. Because if the staff feels though they're not being heard or things of that nature, then the proficiency and efficiency of the work quality of work is not going to be there. So we definitely want to strive to making sure that, communication is top tier. Um, I'm not going to go into reading every bullet point here, but basically that is the gist of the rules and guides when it comes to quality assurance and quality improvement. Number one, ensuring is confidentiality, respecting others, no use of substance use, as far as attendance and being punctual. And we have zero tolerance for any violence or harassment. All right, this is a listing here, and definitely we're growing. The list will probably grow soon, but we're definitely thankful for what we do have thus far. The clinical director is myself, Ashley Martin, have licensed clinicians, Ms. Jasmine Martin, Sharita Everett, Harrison Savage, Takita Flicken. Counselors, we have Vernon Scott, a psychologist, Samara Edwards, nurse practitioner, Raquel Smith. Our finance department, we have Melanie Austin and Charles Harley. For our research or outreach. We have Jacqueline Washington as well as she's also a case manager, peer support specialist. We have Mr. Shane Sims and Harrison Savage, in administration, Tawana Martin, human resources, Tia Martin, and our communications department is Miss Jennifer Miller. And what we might mean by communication, more so we're trying our best or doing our best to expand to other communities, in particular the Spanish-speaking communities. So we do offer that interpretation service there. Far as the policy and procedures, when it comes to the DATEP, once again, that stands for Drug and Alcohol Treatment Education Program. We have the purpose here for Exchanging Lanes being a licensed program that should develop and implement policies and procedures that specifies our philosophy, our purpose, and our program. Our procedures definitely identify the types of drug abusers, the ages of the client, including also the referral sources. The program also serves people with special needs. The description shall explain how these special needs will be met. So a little bit more about the purpose and things. Changing Lanes is committed to develop and providing compassionate, evidence-based treatment services to individuals struggling with substance abuse disorder. We believe that recovery is possible for everyone, and we aim to support our clients in achieving sustainable sobriety and improved quality of life through individualized care, community support, and continuous evaluation. As far as the program orientation, our program integrates a trauma-informed, client-centered approach with evidence-based practices. Look like it's cut off there, that aligns with our mission. A little bit more about our policies and procedures. We are governed under the criteria of ASAM, which is the American Society of Addiction Medicine. We service youth and adults aged 12 and older who are affected by alcohol and drug addiction, including those with co-occurring mental health conditions. Is regarding the client and population referral sources. They may include, but not limited to, healthcare providers, mental health professionals, court and criminal justice agencies, social services, self-referrals and family referrals, educational and vocational programs. Regarding the special needs populations, co-occurring mental health disorders, physical or cognitive disabilities. And overall, we strive for the wellness, prevention, and recovery and promotion when it comes to helping to decrease the stigma when it comes to substance abuse and mental health collectively. In regarding pregnant women, we also have to have a policy that we uphold and are very strategic about. This is a very sensitive population, but we will be offering accessible facilities, specialized staff, and training, individualized treatment planning to ensure all clients' needs are respectfully and effectively met. And we would, do that on a case-by-case basis. Regarding ASAM levels, and we'll go a little bit more detail on how that's kind of characterized and what to expect. So for a level 1, for outpatient, is anything less than 9 hours per week for adults, and then anything less than 6 hours per week for adolescents. Level 1.5 is 20 more hours of clinical services per week, and 2.1 is more intensive outpatient services that can range between 9 to 19 hours of structured programming per week, including whether it's group, peer support, individual therapy, substance abuse disorder education. Once again, some of our direct services, as I mentioned, is individual, group, family, evaluation assessments, relapse prevention, case management, and peer recovery support. And by all means, if anyone has any questions, feel free to write in our chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask the question. And all questions will be answered towards the end if you do want to write it in the chat. In regards of referrals and reporting, each program should have a formal plan of cooperation with other programs in the state for referral of clients to allow continuity of care for drug-dependent persons or for emergency hospitalization. The licensed program must have identified resources that would be available to continue the drug-dependent person care and to have worked out referral transfer arrangements where appropriate. We will have, as it mentions here, a listing of various different referrals, whether it's for outpatient, inpatient, housing, financial assistance, transportation, just the essential things that an individual may need that necessarily we don't necessarily offer, but it's up to us to also be a resource, or as they say, a referral, so that they could be able to attend, their sessions and be able to participate as much as they can. Because if you have a person that, for instance, behind their bills, what's the likelihood of them successfully completing the therapy and the treatment that they need is slim, very slim. So we have to not only offer the therapeutic side, we also, when it comes to that referrals source and that case management piece, being able to tie them both in, so that we are known as a community resource. Regarding reporting, written summary report shall be made to the department and informed within 24 hours, depending on what type of report we have that you're completing. I know assessments is within 3 business days to have it completed. For evaluations and testing, we do say between 4 to 6 weeks regarding the completion, the results, and conclusion of everything. Regarding emergency safety interventions resulting in any injury requiring medical attention beyond first aid, or any incident which result in any federal, state, or private local action by or against a facility which affects any child or conduct of the facility. If anything, of course, involving DJJ, they will be the ones to be the lead to take any reporting or anything of that nature, but we still would do our own internal reports. Any questions or comments that anyone may have at this point?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I definitely will be staying on longer today. If anyone may have some questions after, feel free to either email us or give us a call. As I mentioned, this is a paid training for an hour, even though we may not have stayed this long. But the purpose of today was to make sure we at least gave the information of what the orientation is about and the expectations when it comes to drug program. All right, so if there's no further questions, let me check the chat. Okay. You are so welcome, Miss Miller. All right, so without further ado, thank you everyone for their time today. And we definitely look forward to being able to venture into the segment of drug and alcohol abuse. Also, just to kind of put it out there as well, if someone can put their phone on mute. All the staff will be becoming credentialed. So if you not have, besides the interpreter, but if someone has not reached out to you, please let us know so that we can start that credentialing process for you. And lastly, for your job description, roles and responsibilities, everyone should also have received that via email through DocHub. Please sign it in your earliest convenience. If there's something on there that say that you may not agree with or may need more feedback on, feel free to give us a call so that we can go over that and so that document can be signed. Just a few more things. And also send your account number that you have for Relias Learning. So the account that you set up for Relias, you should have an account number so that we could link it to us and be able to follow any trainings or anything that you may have on that program. And I'm going to put our email in here just in case someone doesn't have it. That would be the email you can direct any questions to. Okay. All right. Thank you all for attending. We'll go ahead and log off. You're welcome. Okay. Everyone have a good day.